Hi guys. First off, Merry Christmas to you and yours. I hope that you all have a wonderful holiday. Um, that being said, apparently, since it's the 22nd, I can say this now because it's the 22nd, we did not all blow away yesterday, so that's a wonderful thing. And that kind of got me to thinking, and there's been a few things that I've been wanting to kind of go over with you guys from the survival mindset. And the biggest tool that we have is fire. It isn't even seconded by a cutting tool, because the cutting tool you can make work if you understand a few things. If you have fire, cutting tool is only seconded because you can create a cutting tool with a fire. Especially in this type of a situation that just happened here in Indiana, in this area. We just got hit with a snowstorm that's more or less, it pretty much hit us out of nowhere yesterday. It didn't dump a lot of snow. More than anything, it dumped ice. And in this type of a situation, ice is always worse than snow. But anyway, there is no way that I would choose shelter over fire in this type of a situation. Okay? Fire is number one. So the easiest and best way to help aid you in survival is what you carry on you. And not just what you carry on you from time to time. No. What you carry on you every day. We're talking about an everyday carry type situation. So, for most people, everyday carry has to be something light. Well, what are the two main tools that you're going to need? You're going to need fire, you're going to need a cutting tool. Enter the Fults Minimalist. You've seen it before. You can get them on Amazon for like $20. It's not so much of a self-defense blade, but more as a good chore cutting, more as a good chore knife, little chore knife. Something good to have. And strapped to the front, you have a ferro rod. This ferro rod here, I got in a 3-pack for $10 on Amazon again. But these you could have just as easily strapped a big one to it. And the big ones you can get anywhere from $2 to $10, somewhere in that range, depending on where you go. It has a paracord lanyard. Of course, we all know the beauties of paracord, and that you can take the inner strands out and use them. I strapped it to there with a piece of bank line. Basically, the idea is that I will always have the ability to create fire and a cutting tool around my neck that weighs almost nothing, that is not intrusive, it's not in the way, it's not anything like that. But if ever I find myself in a situation where I need it, I have it. If let's say I was driving on the freeway or whatever, and my vehicle is blown off the road, I can't get it out. Let's say I'm 20 miles from the nearest phone. Let's say I don't have a cell phone on me, or my cell phone is broken, or something like that, and the upshot is I need to hunker down for the night. Okay, because of the storm and everything else. Let's say it's storming, and I basically have to hunker down for a certain amount of time. Obviously there's always options of using the heater and stuff like that, but if there is no other option, you can use your cutting tool to cut enough small branches, and you can use your ferro rod to start a small fire. Just enough to keep you warm for a little while, until the storm passes or the blizzard's over or whatever have you. It's a way of doing that, and it's all about having options, and having a good EDC is all about giving you options. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure that you guys saw this before we get into the other parts But yeah, so thank you. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your time. Defend your homes wisely.